On this 2006 Honda Odyssey, we're going to review and install the CURT T connector vehicle wiring harness with the 4-pole flat trailer connector, part number C56161. With this part number, this is what you receive. This is of course our main wire harness right here, this whole assembly. Starting from this end, this will plug into the pre-existing port on our van. This ring terminal is for ground to go to sheet metal or a possible existing ground wire. This fuse holder with a fuse, which goes to our module. Now how our module works is pretty simple. Basically it takes the input from the van on this side, and this takes battery power from this red wire here. It goes to the fuse panel. This gets 12-volt power from the battery through fuse holder right here. What our box does is takes the signal that comes in, copies that signal, and then sends it out to the wire harness and to the 4-pole connector that goes out to your trailer. This way, your wiring on your vehicle is completely protected from any problems that may occur on the trailer. Take a look at our 4-pole end real fast. We have a very long length of wire, and this is our 4-pole end, and it also comes complete with a cap. To help us with our install, it comes with some zip ties to help hold the wires up, the adhesive, part of CURT's surface mount technology to hold it in place, some required fuses, one for the van and one for a fuse holder. This also comes with a couple of butt connectors, a ring terminal, and a ground screw. Chances are we won't need these pieces here, but we may need the ground screw for a white wire. Now this wire harness is good for applications if you have a small trailer that has a couple of taillights in the back and a couple of running lights on the side of a trailer. You can have even more running lights or tail lights if they're LEDs too. Now I'll go ahead and show you how we install the wire harness. To start our install, we need to open up the back hatch and remove this threshold panel right here. To remove that, there are two fasteners on the inside edge we have to remove. This is the one on the driver's side right here. Pretty simple. I'm just going to put a paper towel around it and grab it with some pliers and just unscrew it. We'll repeat the same process over on the passenger side. Now there's a series of fasteners underneath here. We'll use the trim pound tool to work underneath here and pop them loose. Once we have it loose, push it forward. Then you have some fasteners here that pop out as well. Next we'll move over to the panel on the passenger side. This tie down point we have to remove as well, just like we did the other two. And we'll simply pop this panel loose. Now we have a couple of fasteners that pop loose here and here. And also along the top edge, they just unsnap. We'll pull back the corner a little bit in this fashion. We need access to this panel right here. Now this will plug into this port right here. Push it in until it clicks. As you're looking towards this face right here, it's going to be the top right hand side. Next we'll work for a white wire at the ring terminal. We can use this factory ground located right here. We'll use a 10mm socket to loosen up the bolt, and then we'll apply the ring terminal. Now go ahead and take our 10-amp fuse and put it into the fuse holder. Next we'll go ahead and find a location for our module. We'll go ahead and take our module, and we'll actually attach it in this location right here. So we'll go ahead and clean out the module and the sheet metal with some mixture of rubbing alcohol and water, 50-50. Take the adhesive, apply it to the module, then put the module on the sheet metal. We'll go ahead and put our panel back into place for now. Make sure everything fits. Before we put our fasteners in, we'll also check it before we put the rest of our panels back into place. All right, now we need to move up towards the front seat and on the passenger side. We have to install a fuse in this location right here. This door slides back, and we have to install the supplied fuse in the correct socket. Now our fuse will be installed in position number 5 right here. We'll put our cap back on. Now we'll go ahead and try it out. It's always a good idea to test the wire harness before you use it with a trailer to verify that it's working. First up, we'll go ahead and check the running light circuit. Left turn. And a right turn. Then we'll brake signal. And by the way, the tester we're using is part number F5CT from Brophy. Now before we button it up, we'll go ahead and decide how much wire we need to hang out the vehicle when we use it, because we have plenty of extra left over. Now our extra will be zip tied to the wire harness and then covered by the scuff panel. So this gives us an idea how much we want to keep aside, and we'll zip tie the rest up. We'll show you an alternate route for our wire too. Since there's so much wire here, we can actually route it towards the other side and store it in the jack storage compartment. We still have plenty of wire to go out to our trailer hitch. All we have to do is just kind of pull it out a little bit and route our wires to the inside. And we'll still zip tie our wires to the existing wire harness here. Let's go ahead and put our panel back into place now. We'll line it up. Reinstall our fasteners and at the bottom and as well as the top here. We'll just push it back into place. Put a little small caps back in if they popped out. And now finish it for a CURT T connector vehicle wiring harness, part number C56161 on this 2006 Honda Odyssey.